Hello, my scrappy friends. It is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me for a Kitaholic's Kids Design Team layout. Now, for this layout, I was very much inspired by a Paper Issues layout I saw created by Keisha James. I just loved what she did with the kind of pieces of the pie and the florals. So I have done a very, very, very similar type vibe. I used the beautiful green pattern paper from the kit to cut out pie pieces. I then used heaps of those florals from the beautiful, I can't remember what it's called now, but the pink ones with the unicorns. I just pulled out all those sparkly florals and piled those up. This is a layout of myself and some friends at a place called Club Broadway. It is a nightclub that only plays Broadway songs, and it was the Wicked night. So first we went to the Wicked musical, and then we went on to the club. It was all organized as a package all in one. You didn't have to go to the musical and the club. You could have just gone to the musical, you could have just gone to the club, yada yada, but we did both. And it was my very first time. I'd never been to Club Broadway. I'd never seen the musical Wicked at this stage. And I had the best time. You just scream singing every song because obviously that's what you're into with the musicals. And yeah, it was so much fun. They have performers and best dress competitions, and yeah, it was just a good old laugh. So this you cannot see in that second photo, but that's one of my really, really good friends who I went along with. And then the other photo that's a bit more clear is just a picture of myself with the Club Broadway lights behind me. So I didn't make a process video of me creating every single piece of pie because it's all pretty straightforward. I cut out the pie by hand. You could absolutely use a cutting machine or something, but I just made a template from a normal sheet of paper and then cut it out 5 times. I then scribbled around the edges of the pieces with just a black felt tip, and I just piled it up with flowers. I tried not to overthink it. I just shoved all the flowers on. Once I had done that, I then assembled it all together, and now I'm adding on like those extra pieces. There are some popped up foam pieces from the thicker sheets that I obviously also used for the title down there as well. And then a few love hearts from that thicker sheet too, and just little bits and pieces to build it up. I could have popped some of the individual flowers up on foam as well to help give some dimension, but I chose to just keep it flat. Again, hindsight is a wonderful thing. I think if I was to do this layout again, I might put some of the beautiful texture paste behind each of the pieces of pie. I think that would give a really lovely sparkly effect. But there is a lot of glittery sparkles going on with all those florals as well. You can't really tell in this video, but in the up close photos, I'm hoping you'll be able to see every single one of these embellishment pieces has beautiful sparkly texture. So it may have been sparkly overhaul, but then again, that might go really well with a, Broadway nightclub themed layout. So yes, I think if I was going to do it again, I would add some mixed media in the background with that sparkly texture paste, maybe even a little bit of watercolor as well on top could look really cool. But as I said, hindsight. I am going to add some sparkly gold splatters, which does definitely lift it a little bit. And I really do love that stark white comparison and how it's kind of pushed to the left a little. There's a larger space on the right than there is on the left. I then added some pink as well and called this one Complete. The enamel dots were especially hard to add on because they're so teeny tiny, and I pulled those out of my stash. But this is my finished layout. I hope you have enjoyed watching this process video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to share my next layout with you again next week. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a happy, scrappy week, and I will see you all then. Bye.